Oh, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. In today's video, we will be taking a look at Rafael Brandão at the 2019 Arnold Brazil versus the 2022 Arnold Brazil. Now, I thought it would be interesting to do a comparison to him from the Romania, but honestly, it wasn't too many differences. So I figured, let's actually go back a couple years and see has Rafa actually been able to put on size while maintaining his lines. Now, I actually watched the interview that Rafa did on MD with Ron Harris. Ron has amazing content over there, guys. If you don't follow MD, definitely follow Muscular Development. But he said that he has put on 30 pounds of muscle since his pro debut. And Rafa says he never goes over 289 in the offseason. So I was unaware that he was already that big, guys. But we're going to actually take a look at the stage front double bicep and start this comparison off. So, of course, guys, the lighting at the 2022 Arnold Brazil wasn't that great, but we're just going to try to work with what we have. And at first glance, guys, Rafa honestly looks bigger and better everywhere, guys. The only thing that I can see that's a little bit different in 2019, it seems like he had more separation in his quads. But as you guys can see here, this picture is very dark. It almost looks gray, and you can't really see too much. But overall, guys, Rafa looks bigger and better. And throughout this comparison, I would hope to see mostly more of the same because Rafa has been trying to put on size while maintaining his lines. So hopefully he doesn't look too different. So taking a look at this front lat spread, guys, bigger and better everywhere, guys. Look at the chest. Look at the improvements to the delts. And yes, Rafa's waist has gotten bigger some, but it has grew with the rest of his body. So I don't think his waist is blown out or wide by any means. I still think it's in great proportion to his body. And you guys have to realize Rafa says he gets up to 289 pounds in the offseason, guys. That's pretty huge. Taking a look at the quads once again, guys, it seems like in 2019, Rafa just seems to be a lot more conditioned. But I can definitely tell you guys, if you didn't watch the live stream, these pictures do Rafa no justice from the 2022 competition. He was definitely in way better condition, and he actually sacrificed a little bit of fullness to come in harder. But so far, Rafa's still looking bigger and better, guys, bigger and better. So let's take a look at the side chest pose. Now, immediately my eyes are drawn to the delts and the arms, guys. Look at the difference, especially the biceps, guys. The arms have improved a lot. The chest has improved as well. Taking a look at the lower half. In the 2022 show is really overshadowed. So dark, guys, you barely can see what's going on there. But in 2019, his side leg looked great as well. Just from looking at the silhouette, his leg does seem to be slightly bigger. And if you guys draw your attention to the forearm on the side chest, huge, guys. He has no gap in between his arm and his body now. Taking a look at the back double bicep pose. The delts, first thing that jump out to me is the delts. And Rafa leans back some here, and the terrible lighting just... We have to do something about this lighting, guys. Someone, IFBB, anyone watching this video, take notes from the 2021 Texas Pro. That's the best lighting I've ever seen in my life. This is a Arnold Classic event, guys. The lighting should be a lot better than this. But if you guys take a look at the lower half, Rafa has definitely put on some size. You guys can see in the hamstring area. And as you guys can see here, he is conditioned, arguably more conditioned at this 2022 showing than the 2019 showing. In the 2019, you can see a little bit more of the back wrinkles. Now, granted, in 2022, it is very dark and we can't see it. But hopefully they're going to improve on the lighting for these future shows. Hopefully someone hears this, guys. Now, taking a look at the rear lat spread pose from the 2022 competition, I actually had to grab this from the lineup because there were no poses available for the rear lat spread, the side tricep, or the ab and thigh. So the ab and thigh will also be from the lineup. But all we can really look at here, guys, is the silhouette. And you guys can see here that Rafa has definitely put on some serious size. As I told you guys, he told Ron Harris that he put on 30 pounds since his San Marino Pro debut. And you can see here, guys, he is conditioned in the glutes, arguably more conditioned in 2019. So that's all we can really take from that. And taking a look at this ab and thigh shot, kind of the same thing, guys. Horrible lighting, guys. Horrible lighting at this show. I'm sorry, but someone actually said in the comment section they could have lit this show better with the candle. But honestly, over the course of watching this show, I became an even bigger fan of Rafael Brandão. His physique is incredible, guys. The mask with class. I definitely wouldn't mind looking like this. Now, even though he would definitely have to put on more size to be a Mr. Olympia champion, I wouldn't mind looking like this, guys. This is a very pretty, a very aesthetic physique. And taking a look at the crab most muscular comparison, look at the 2022 showing, guys. You can't even see anything under his upper chest at all. I may have to make a video, guys. This is honestly outrageous. I didn't really realize how bad this was. And I'm not bad mouthing or bashing the show at all, guys, because if it wasn't for NPC news and if it wasn't for bodybuilding, I mean, I wouldn't have a channel. But this is an Arnold classic, guys. The lighting has to be better. And ending here with this other most muscular comparison, this was another most muscular I had to take from the lineup. But I just love this shot of Rafa, guys. This shot is just so aesthetic. Incredible, guys. I definitely would not mind looking like this. And even though he would have to put on more size to be competitive, honestly, the physique that he has now, guys, I believe this is a Mr. Olympia physique. Now, of course, this physique won't win the Mr. Olympia just because it's more about mass and more about conditioning. But I really like this physique. You know, Rafa reminds me a lot of, you know, maybe Kevin LeVron, you know, Sean Ray. Not necessarily looking like them or having physiques very similar to them, but just the mass with class, you know. So hopefully Rafa can still put on a little more size without blowing out his lines. But this kind of ended up turning into a rant about the lighting. But I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video, man. Rafa has definitely improved and has managed to keep pretty much every single one of his lines. Like, sub to the channel, man. It's free. I'm out.